On this episode of Brainpower, we're going to investigate generative AI multimodal workflows using Runway Act 1. Let's jump in. Hello, friends. It's Josh. Welcome to Brainpower, your weekly AI training show. This is going to be a special one. Imagine Julia Child putting together a recipe. Anything can happen. Things could go sideways. I'm basically working without a net here today. We're going to be looking at a workflow that I posted on LinkedIn, at least the video, and some step by steps. It got such a great response. I wanted to go over these steps with you. Now, I'm going to have to modify some of the workflows because I'm currently using my webcam, and that would require me recording a live video, but I only have a single camera set up here today. So I'm going to modify that slightly, but you'll get the idea. But we're going to have some fun here today. I'm so glad you're here with me. The first thing I want to get into before I start generating this video is I want to have a conversation around multimodal workflows. So what does that mean? Well, when you think about traditional media creation, when you're going from a storyboard, which could be in Word, or you're drawing it traditionally, maybe you're scanning that storyboard in, possibly typing in some text. Eventually, you get into a production tool. You could be doing an animation in Beyond, or some other animation tool that you have, whatever the case may be. There has been pretty distinct ways of going from concept into production and then generating a video. Well, with generative AI and media production, things get turned uh, upside down. And what I mean by that is that traditional workflows that we have been using, they've changed. And you can begin to think about inputs and outputs a different way. I have a great diagram that I will put up on my site. Let me go ahead and bring that up. So if you, after this episode posts, head over to my website /brainpower. You'll see the download. I'll get that all together after this episode ends. But the diagram I want to bring up is this right here. Multimodal generative AI prompts. It's not really just even prompts. They're various workflows that we are going to go through to create text, images, audio, video, code, 3D. I even have sensors and robots in here. All of it is in play. And today, what I'm going to be illustrating, if I can get it, here we go, is the video to video workflow. All right. But there's so many other workflows that are here that you'll see illustrated today. For instance, I got to create the script. So that's going to be done in ChatGPT. Then I need to take that script and put it into Synthesia to create my avatar because I'm not going to record my video. I'm using my video camera right now, but I need some type of output of myself to then convert into a character. What about the audio? Well, I need to take the audio and then apply that to a transformation happening in 11 labs. Now, if you're not familiar with these applications, I will be hitting each of them. Hopefully, you'll see the URL. I'll put the URLs in the download so you have that associated with this program, which is going to be episode 30. So if you're looking for it on the Brainpower page, it's episode 30. But wait, there's more. I have additional tools I'm going to be working with here today. I'll be using Camtasia to edit the video. And if I need a little sound sweetening, I may grab a generated sound in 11 Labs, or I might download it from Envato Elements. So there is just a potpourri of tools that I'll be, using here today. And so with that, without further ado, let's get this workflow started. Let me head back over here just a moment, just un momento. So I'm kind of getting my bearings here. Okay, let's first start with the script that I need. So I've already created some videos this week. I kind of have a prompt ready to go. And this is what we call a one-shot prompt. There is no example of a script here. All right. Sorry, zero-shot prompt. A one-shot prompt is when there's an example. A zero-shot prompt when there's no examples. So this is a zero-shot prompt. And I'm going to just grab this and copy it. I'm going to modify it here momentarily. And for my folks that are live, this is your opportunity to participate. So if you can put a topic in chat wherever you're at live, I'll take any ideas that you have while I put this in here. Don't be shy. Now's your opportunity to shine. And so the current prompt says, act as a comedy writer for SNL. Now, you would hope that a foundation model would understand SNL as Saturday Night Live, which if you're not in the States, that is a comedy show that has been on for probably a half century, a long time here in the States on Saturday evenings. So hopefully that's in the model, and an instructional designer. So we're going to put a little bit of background as far as instructional design. Thank you, Ayana. You got it. We're going to do professional boundaries today. Boy, this is going to be exciting. All right. So that is the topic that I'm going to use here today. Thank you so much for your participation. I need a short 30-second script. Oh, we're gonna riff off this Halloween that describes a scary situation involving professional boundaries. And this is going to now. So before I run this, I have to go ahead and premeditate here. I'm looking at some of the comments. Pretty funny. Thanks, Leslie, disgruntled worker. Yeah, we could have gone down that road. And Laura is saying the SME doesn't believe in instructional design. Pretty funny. Okay. I got some comedians here with me. That's who we're looking for. So before I run this, just keep in mind that the output video is going to be a single person or individual. Eventually, it's going to be a 3D character. So I have to keep that in mind with the script. It's a monologue. It's not between two people. So I'm going to go ahead and gear the prompt that way. So it's just maybe an internal dialogue with somebody as they're thinking about this. So I need a short 30-second script describing, and I don't want to be hasty with this because words are important when you write a prompt. I need a short 30-second script describing a scary situation involving professional boundaries. I'm going to say the character, this is an individual. This is at work thinking thinking out loud about a situation. Yep. So thinking out loud about a situation. Okay, very good. We're going to keep it short and sweet here today. And I am just going to use the very first script that we have. So I'm going to let this run. Okay, so what I'm going to do is simplify. Let me get out of here. We don't need to search. Okay, stay calm. You got this. It's not scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism, but why is my heart pounding like I just sent an I love you text to my boss? Perfect. Okay, so we're not going to read the whole thing just yet. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just get the script. So that's my next prompt is just give me the words in the script. I need to use it for a teleprompter. I don't really need to use it for a teleprompter, but when I do that, it knows the output. One of the things to think about when you are prompting are your inputs and outputs. Like, what is the format or what information are you giving into the prompt? And then what specifically do you need on the the output? And in this case, because I just need the text, well, the text would only be used in the teleprompter, right? So just kind of guiding the model to the output that I need. There it is. And so now I have my text. Perfect. So there's some kind of potluck incident. I can't wait to learn more about that. So without even reading the rest of the script, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the script as it is. I'm going to copy it. And now I need to think about my next tool. So as an input to use into Runway, remember that's the tool that we're eventually going to get to. I need a video. Now, again, I'm not going to record myself here today. So I need some type of video of myself. And where can I do that at? Well, Synthesia. We'll get there in a moment. But the tool that we're really focused in on is Runway. And we're going to be using the brand new Runway Act 1 workflow, which is a video to video transformation. Now, Runway offers all kinds of different workflows. Down here at the bottom, I can see that there is other ways to do video with a single image, with a text prompt, with a combination of both, right? And so again, this goes back to this model I was talking about or workflows I was talking about earlier. The tools that we work with today are opening up so many different ways of getting media in and out. And with Runway, it could be a text prompt, it could be a static image, it could be now a video. And I'm going video to video. All right, that's where eventually we're going to be. But you can see it can generate audio. It can lip sync video. So if I had a still and then I had an audio track, it would then go ahead and produce that character with a lip sync. Really amazing. Remove background, text to image generation in here, and so on. Image to image. Yeah, there's a lot of room to experiment with this platform. But again, what we're focused in on is specifically the Act 1 functionality. So I need a video of myself, but again, I can't use my camera. So what I'm going to do is go over to Synthesia. And this is at synthesia.io. If you're not familiar with it, I'm going to log into my account and I'm going to create an avatar. Now, hopefully this loads up fairly quick. Again, I mentioned this is like a cooking show. You just never know when things may go sideways. I'm also going to be multitasking here because it's going to need to render this video. And so I'll probably be going in and showing you other applications that are going to be in play here today. All right, so the interface is not loading up immediately. Typically, just a refresh will get it in there. Let me just go ahead and log in. Very good. And hopefully we'll get there we go. Okay, so I now have the interface. Again, what I want to do here is go ahead and create an avatar. Now, I have a few different avatars that I could choose from. One here is a webcam avatar, is one of the first avatars I created in this platform. The second avatar was shot in London at Synthesia Studio. So this is a 4K avatar of myself. But the one I'm going to use here today is a brand new one that I just used right here of myself right here in the studio. Matter of fact, I believe I've even using the same shirt. Don't worry, it's been washed. Okay. Oh, and thank you. If I did misspell a word while I'm typing, no problem. So yeah, that's going to happen. All right, so let's just go ahead and pick this avatar. Perfect. I want to make a new video with this avatar. I'm going to paste my script in here. Boom, there's my script. Now I can go ahead and like listen for the audio. I'm not going to get a preview of the video immediately. So let me just go ahead and hit the drop down here. It is myself. Yes, it's my voice. Perfect. I can listen to it. Hopefully. Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism, but why is my heart pounding like? Okay, so that's working right there. Let's go ahead. Let's generate this. I'm just going with it as is. That's me. And this is just going to be my script that I'm writing here. It's going to be 10. Okay, so now this is going to take 10 minutes. So you're really going to have to just be patient while this is going on. But in the meantime, don't worry. Let me go in and show you some of the other functionality that we're going to be going over here today. So that's cooking. Eventually, that video is going to be used in the transformation in Runway. But check this out. The other functionality that I'm going to be using here today is over in 11 Labs. Now, if you're not familiar with 11 Labs, you can check it out at 11, the word spelled out, 11labs.io. And I'm going to just go into the application here with my account. If you look over on the left-hand side, you can see that we have various functionalities inside here in regards to audio. I have text to speech using various voices. I have a voice changer, which is what I'm going to be using here today to take my voice and convert it into another voice. There are just voices and there's sound effects that are in here. And those are ready to rock. Just to give you an idea of how this functions, here is the text to speech functionality that I use for Halloween. And here we have a demon monster that was actually one of the default voices that are already in the 11 Labs environment just in time for Halloween here in the States. So if I go ahead and run it.
I have come from the land of darkness, and I'm ready to take your soul.
All right. And so if I generate this speech, and for some reason, the model cannot be used for text to speech. It's funny because it was yesterday. Let's see here. Bear with me one moment while I get this. Let me just see if I can. Okay.
Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this.
All right, it's a little weird. Okay, but you get the idea. One of the problems with going with text to speech is that there is this pacing that's an issue. Okay. So when I'm doing my work, typically I will be the actor. I will go in and perform a speech to speech transformation because I get the best pacing that way. Let's take a look at that real quick. So if I go into voice changer, now I can either upload audio or record audio. And this should be interesting. I don't know if this is going to work because I know that the micro, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. Maybe I can go ahead and use the mic on my camera. Again, this is the tightrope walk because I'm using StreamYard to stream, right? And so my microphone here and the webcam are currently in use. So I got to be very careful with this. So let me record my audio. Let's give it a go. Well, you know what? Let's hold off on that. I don't want to kill my audio here. So I got to be pretty good with this. But what I can show you is a clip that I did the other day to illustrate this functionality. So, let me go back here and upload audio. And I believe, let's see what we have here. Let me just play this. Oh, you poor, unfortunate instructional designer. Yes. So this was from, let me go back over to Runway. This is from this animation right here. That if you didn't see the post on LinkedIn, I essentially took a still from Midjourney and animated it here in Runway. I started with my voice, and then the ending voice was something like this.
Can we change everything?
Well,
Just a
actually,
few.
that's still my voice. The ending voice was this monster. But so here's my voice. Oh, you poor, unfortunate instructional designer. It's Halloween night, and here you sit all alone in this dim, lifeless office. But do you feel that chill in the air? Okay, so the pacing is all mine. It sounds a little odd because I had to speed it up. There is a 30-second limit when you are doing a video to video workflow in Runway. So I had to speed up my voice slightly. I knew it was going to be transformed in 11 labs, so I wasn't really that concerned with the degradation when speeding it up. I sped it up in Camtasia, if you're wondering. Well, anyways, let me just generate this speech here real quick so you can hear this transformation of my voice into this demon voice. And it should happen fairly fast as far as the
Oh, you poor, unfortunate instructional designer. It's Halloween night, and here you sit all alone in this dim, lifeless office. But do you feel that chill in the air?
You got it, right? So that's kind of cool. You can change your voice from female to male, male to female, any voice you want. You can come in and change it. I mean, I can just like go to Lily here.
I have never been hurt by anything I didn't say.
All right. So, and if I want to change my voice to Lily, not a problem. Just generate it. Same script, same dialogue, but now it'll be
Oh,
female.
you poor, unfortunate instructional designer. It's Halloween night, and here you sit all alone in this dim, lifeless office. But do you feel that chill in the air? It's not the AC, no.
Wild, right? So that is a really cool feature inside of 11 Labs. Hey, let's go back and see how we're doing over here in Synthesia. Hopefully, I have the output here, my videos. Okay, I think we got it. Let's just take a look at it. Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism. But why is my heart pounding like I just sent an I love you text to my boss? Isn't it wild? That is not me. That is my avatar in Synthesia. That is really wild. Uh, Not too shabby. Hey, okay, so I got enough of that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to uh, get this video here. All right, so let me go back. Let me download it. This is going to go on my desktop in my media directory. That's me. Perfect. All right. Now, let's just talk about the workflow for a moment. Now I have my video created in Synthesia of me and my synthetic voice. And I'm going to go over to Camtasia for a moment and bring it on in. All right, so I just downloaded it. There it is. And I'm going to bring that into the timeline here. Don't worry about the quality. The quality is somewhat degraded because of a almost like an alias is being used for the video to speed along the editing process. So I'm going to right click on my clip and I'm going to select separate audio and video. The reason for that is I want to perform that audio transformation. All right, separate audio and video. So now my audio is separated from the video. I can then select the audio clip, go to export, and export audio only. Again, I'm going to be working off my desktop in my media folder. I'll just name this me, Josh Wave. Okay, let me save it out. That's ready to rock. Let's go back over to 11 Labs. And I'll use the voice changer. And well, before we change the voice, we better pick a character, right? So back over to Runway. Let me go back to the dashboard. I'm going to go into the Act 1 functionality. Here are the existing characters that I can choose. Nice selection here. I think we're going to shoot for the moon, and I'm going to use a female character. All right, she looks professional. That's the character I'm going to use. So now I need a female voice. All right. Well, back over to 11 Labs we go. And I'm going to use the voice changer here. Let me go in and refresh this because I'm just going to start a brand new workflow here. I'm going to upload audio. I will go to my desktop, my media folder, grab that MP4 of my synthetic voice that was created in Synthesia. Whoops. Let me trash that. Wrong one. Need the WAV file. There we go. And you know what? I'm just going to stick with Lily. Why not? It's right here. So let me go ahead and generate this speech. It's about 1 minute long. So this should, it's going to kick in here. You're going
Okay,
to hear
stay
it.
calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism. But why is my heart pounding like I just sent an I love you text to my boss? Oh no, Oh, no, no, no. Should I reply with a thumbs up? Too cold. Uh-huh. No, this isn't a stand-up comedy special. Okay, deep breath. Remember, the Platluck incident? Yeah. Complimented Janet's casserole and somehow ended up trapped in a 40-minute monologue about her cat's gluten-free diet. Lines were crossed, professional and emotional. And now I'm faced with this ultimate horror, the Slack message from the VP. Can I grab you for a quick chat? No? No such thing as a quick chat. This is it. Professional boundaries prepare to be tested. Again.
Okay. So, it's kind of interesting listen to the pacing of it. Now, with my synthetic voice, those enunciations or the tonal changes that need to happen with that internal monologue, we don't quite get it. If I had to go back and redo this, I would eventually go back over here and do a read for this script with all of the enunciation and the tonal changes for that internal dialogue. But hey, we got it now, right? So back over to 11 Labs. Let me go ahead and download that audio. And I'm just going to go ahead and just call this new. This is our new audio. Let me save it out. Got it. Let me go back over to Camtasia. That's going to be my editing tool. And we're going to bring in the new audio. We'll just put that down on a new layer here. I'm going to hide my audio, and now I should be talking like a female.
Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism. But why is my heart pounding like I just sent an I love you text?
Okay, wow, that's pretty cool. So now I just need to go ahead and convert me to that female that we selected, right? So the next step would be to go back over to Runway, and let's just take a look at the interface. Again, what I'm looking for here is the input video. It can only work up to 30 seconds. That's all we're going to get. So it's going to get cut off here midway because the audio script was 1 minute long. But that's okay. For what we're doing here today, you can see how this works. So the first thing you need to do is go in and select the asset, which is the MP4 video file that was generated out of Synthesia. Okay. Again, now you could just record this with your webcam. You'll be great. Not a problem. But in this case, again, I had to just generate it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and select asset. I'm going to click to upload. Again, from my desktop, let me go into media. Hey, there's me. I'll hit open. And that's going to upload. Now, the prerequisite here, and this is critical, is that it must detect a human face. Now, I've attempted to do a non-human object like a jack-o'-lantern. Wouldn't work. I actually had to prompt in Midjourney for a jack-o'-lantern with a carved human face, which is pretty wild. Okay, so now here I am. And then the second part is add a character reference image. So this is a static image. It could be uploaded, it could be stock, it could be generated in Dolly or Midjourney, wherever you want. You'll notice that there's a dramatic range of characters here. So I have photographic, I have illustrated, I have 3D rendered, various characters here. But the key is that it's a mid shot with very clear eyes, nose, mouth, face, right? So there's a lot of mapping or a lot of identification of facial features to get this to work. So there's the new me, and I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. So now it's in the queue. In regards to like the cost, you get credits per month. Now I do have a paid Runway account. Don't quote me on this. I think it's either 15 or 20 bucks a month, and I'm going to get around 1,500 credits. Now this render right here is about 200 credits. So if I'm putting this into production, like I'm going to be using this frequently, I'm going to have to add more credits in here. But for the work that I'm doing now, which is essentially just showing off the technology, I'm pretty good. I've used this before in some workflows where I've been able to go ahead and get at least 8 to 10 renders out, before tapping all my credits here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait. This is now cooking here. Once this is done, I'm simply going to go ahead and download the video and bring it back over to Camtasia, because that's where the audio is at. Remember?
Practice this. You've read every...
The audio from 11 Labs. So I'm not quite there yet. I need to go ahead and get this video and bring it into this timeline. Use the audio from 11 Labs, the video from Runway, and then do the final export from Camtasia. So we're almost there. Just patiently waiting for this video to be downloaded. One other element that I have here, or tab that I have open while I'm waiting for this to cook, is Envato. Sometimes you don't need synthetic media. You can just use traditional stock images, stock audio, and you didn't necessarily have to lean on AI. You can go and use the traditional sources. So I love Envato Elements. It gives me the variation of file types that I'm looking for when I'm in production. So just give you some, I'm not using it here today. I just wanted to just give you some background on that as far as another tool or resource that I use. Okay, well, hopefully this is done. We're almost there, 81%. Can't wait for this to wrap up. While that is chilling out and cooking, let's come back over here. One thing I want you to keep in mind, as these tools mature, you're going to notice that as media producers, or if you're producing instructional content, the ability to go in and create extremely sophisticated media, which in the past there was barriers to that. And what I mean by barriers is cost, time for creation. We will be able to create highly sophisticated media like 3D animations in a relatively short period of time, either leveraging tools that we have today that I'm going through, or you'll notice that there's going to be a maturation with the tools that you're using today. And I'm talking about like Storyline, Captivate, those authoring tools. These AI capabilities over time will find their way into the tools. It only makes sense. And what does that give us? Well, you'll find, better writing, text, better audio options. You'll find advanced media options built in there. So we are kind of like in a funny point in time where you may go in and leverage a tool like Runway for a certain period of time, but then you'll recognize like, well, wait a second, maybe I can just go ahead and do the same thing directly in Storyline or directly in Captivate. But again, it is a maturation process. It will take time for, your favorite tools to catch up and to have baked inside of it these functions that we're going over here today. All right, well, now with that, hopefully, yes, we got it done. Now, what you're going to see and hear here is the woman speaking, but it's going to be my voice. Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You practice this. All right, well, that's a little weird. So let's go ahead and I'm going to download this. And this is going to be the associate. We'll save that out. All right, so that's downloaded. Fantastic. Back over to Camtasia we go. Let me go in and insert that media of our associate. Just drag it on to here, again, it's only 30 seconds. So you have to think about that strategically when you're building this out. Let me go ahead and separate the audio out. Let me hide the audio. And so this should be, and let me scale this up here, our final video.
Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism. But why is my heart pounding like I just sent an I love you text to my boss? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Should I reply with a thumbs up?
Okay, very cool. Now, if you're concerned about the quality, there are upscaling platforms that are out there. So, again, one of the things that is great about AI is they help take advantage of, these image models. And in regards to like upscaling images, tightening images up, creating backgrounds that don't exist, that kind of functionality, it's out there. Okay. Let's see. So let's see. Leslie, great question. Once it's generated, what happens if you decrease the playback speed? Will it cut off? Will it cut more off or just play longer than 30 seconds? All right, great question. So currently, it's just going to go ahead and cut off. What I'll need to do is go in and segment the second part of my video, export it, get it into Runway, and then create another 30-second segment. So, if I'm doing a long segment for scenario-based training, it's going to take a little bit of work. There's no doubt about it. But I would fully expect that these platforms, Runway, is going to expand that 30-second limit as the tool matures. So yeah, Leslie, you can play with the speed. You can right click. You can say add clip speed, and I can increase or decrease the speed just like that. That's that, right? Hey, let's wrap this thing up and put a bow on it here. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and segment this right here. Why not get I might as well go ahead and just tighten this up slightly. So I'm just going to go ahead and fade my video in and out like that. Hide all these other layers so it's just our associate.
Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary.
That's it. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit export. I'm going to create my file, multimodal workflow. Again, this is going to be on my desktop in my media folder. Select it and export out. And now we have our video. So that is how we go from a video of myself to this.
Okay, stay calm. You've got this. It's not that scary. It's just boundaries. You've practiced this. You've read every LinkedIn article on professionalism. But why is my heart pounding like I just sent an I love you text to my boss? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Should I reply with a thumbs up? Too cold.
All right. Well, I believe if we went into 11 Labs and I was doing a straight read of the audio, it would be a little bit better than my synthetic voice. But for the most part, what we have here is this really cool workflow of going straight from a recording of yourself, your voice, and having it being completely transformed into another character and leveraging 11 Labs to transform your audio. I just want to thank you so much for taking some time and spending it here with me today. Again, look for that download up on the Brainpower website. I will give you that multimodal template or layout here, in addition to links to all of the applications that I used here today. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one. Take care.